What's good? Hey, folk say that's Chicago time. What's good, mommy of one? How y'all doing? What's good? What's good? Gonna let a couple more people get on in here. Oh yeah, they paid them. They paid them. They paid them. That's why we couldn't figure out why was everybody being quiet. Shh, shh, hush, hush. Yeah, they paid. They paid them. Yep, they paid them. What's good with it, everybody? Y'all know how we do it. We get in, drop the info, and get up out of there. How y'all doing this evening? Yep. We finna prove that Rosemont gave payouts to the party participants. That's why we couldn't figure. That's why everybody's so tight-lipped. That's why when nobody talking. That's why we couldn't get no answers out of nobody. Y'all heard me say earlier, what would make a supposedly be friend not tell the mother, the family, the public, the truth? We talking about like black kids from the hood. Oh, we already found out that they signed confidentiality slips, but they don't give a damn about that. So what would make them keep them lips sealed? That money. We're finna get into it. We're finna do this. Zack told it all. I told y'all we have to go back to the beginning. We got to go back to the beginning, and we'll get a lot of answers out them live videos. Let's do this.
What made you take your cell phone and go live?
Okay, give me 1 second. Let me plug my headphones in. Sorry about that. How everybody doing this evening? And see, lately we've been cracking them. We've been cracking this thing down to the bone. And it seems like the more we crack them down to the bone, the more easier it get. That's what I say. What y'all say? I say it get easier and easier. That's because lies are meant to be crushed in that fashion. It's just the truth. So let's do it. Now, do y'all remember Irene said this?
What made you take your cell phone and go live?
Me personally, I always go live. Anywhere, anytime. I'm going live. That's what I do. But since Facebook blocked me, I just go live on other people's page.
So you weren't even on your page?
No, I was on Monique's page live.
Okay, you went on Monique's page.
And I tagged myself.
Now, Irene just said she went live. We already know she supposedly had Monique's phone. So she went live from Monique's phone. Facebook had her blocked. And so she went live on Monique's Facebook page. Y'all see it on the screen. If that was the truth, then why did this happen?
Let me see who you talking to. It don't matter. I'm putting my face on it. Did you put any influence in this?
Now, Irene said she went live from Monique's Facebook page. We just saw Monique stick her face in the camera. If that was true, why would Monique be afraid to show her own face on her own Facebook page? Y'all feel where I'm coming from? I mean, that's just logical sense. That's just common sense. If that was really Monique's page, what was she ashamed about showing her face on her Facebook page. Do that make sense to y'all? Let me know. Somebody please let me know in the chat. Do that make sense? Face 78, Lady Lucky, Black Diamond. Do that make sense? Irene told us that she was going live from Monifa Facebook page, but Monifa stick her face in the live and then quickly moved back, didn't want to show her face. If that was her Facebook page, don't you think she would have felt comfortable showing her face on her own Facebook page? Right. It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. Let's run that back.
What made you take your cell phone and go live?
Me personally, I always go live. Anywhere, anytime. I'm going live. That's what I do. But since Facebook blocked me, I just go live on other people's page.
So you weren't even on your page?
No, I was on Monique's page live.
Okay, you went on Monifa's page.
And I tagged myself.
You're on Monifa page, but Monifa do this.
Let me see who you talking to. It don't matter. I'm putting my face on this. Did you put any enforce in it?
This is what we finna bust they ass. We finna bust they ass. In that little clip where Monifa pulled her face back, y'all, guess what? The fake Irene not even talking. So y'all know what I believe? I believe Irene was there. She's not on camera. She's talking. She's right there. She right there. So a lot of people gonna say, well, she right there. Why she ain't on camera? Because Jalen Ford on camera. Here's the proof. Watch this.
Page
and I tag myself. That's what I do. But
Monifa page.
And I tag myself.
Y'all think I'm kidding? Watch this.
Let me see who you talking to.
Now, in fact, Monifa ain't even really talking. She not talking. When Monifa say, let me see who you talking to, and watch when Jaden Ford respond, that fool don't even move his lips. How could he move his lips? He's smoking. At the time, the voice is gone. Y'all think I'm making this up? Watch this. Watch and listen.
Let me see who you talking to. It don't matter.
Now, then y'all just hear supposedly Irene said it don't matter, but Jalen Ford got the blunt in his mouth, not even looking at the camera. Did y'all just see that? Watch this.
Let me see who you talking to. It don't matter. I'm putting my face on.
See it? Didn't even move his damn mouth. That's because that's not Irene, number one. And they not even doing voiceovers on this scene. I believe Irene is in that room. She doing the talking. She just ain't on camera. Where did they get that audio from? Watch. Jaden Ford mouth not even moving.
Talking to. It don't matter. I'm talking to. It don't matter. Let me see who you talking to. It don't matter. I'm putting my face on this. Did you put any enforce in it?
See? The boy mouth don't even move. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. But you know what it proved? It proved that there's no telling how long this type of stuff been going on. And it proved that how they view the public, period. The victims. They view us as dumb. They view us as dumb. Just like I said, if that was the case, Monifa would have never hid her face on her own Facebook page. Why not show your face? This is your page. It's just another lie Irene told. Oh, we finna prove they took that payout. Y'all know how I do. We finna prove it. They took that money.
Got them.
Now, watch this. Y'all remember Zack? Oh, Zack finna tell it all. We just missed it. Zack told it. Listen, I told y'all I'm here in Chicago. Been here since this is where I was born and raised. This is where I'm at now. Zack is a guy that was well respected on the street. And if you ask me, Zack died because of this case. But let's watch this. Let's listen what the brother got to say.
As soon as I get the okay, when I get the okay, the guys interview, I'm gonna drop that. I don't know when I'm blocked. I definitely want to drop that on my Facebook or whatever, but I'm gonna just have to put the link. I'm gonna put the link, share the link in here, but I'm gonna drop the guys probably Sunday or Monday. I'm gonna drop that. I gotta get the okay from them. I got the okay from two, but it's one guy who kind of being an ass about it, like.
Now, just like I said, Zack was well respected here in Chicago by all the gangs. Now, I'm finna show y'all the reason I think Zack was killed. But just like we heard Zack just say, who do y'all think was that one person that was acting an asshole after he gave Zack an interview? So why would you try to pull back after you gave an interview? That's the same thing Irene did. Are we gonna get into all of that? All of that. These people been lying from the beginning. Here's why I think Zack was killed.
I had an interview with the security guard that worked. What was his shift? 11 to 7. So he worked 11 to 7 on September 8th, 2007. That Friday going into that Saturday. I got pictures of him. I really did a top-notch investigation. I got pictures of him and everything. At first, he agreed. At first, he was like, nah, I'm not doing an interview with nobody. I didn't speak to WGN. I didn't speak to any news stations. I'm not speaking with you. That's fine. Okay. I said, if you have nothing to hide, you'll do an interview with Zack TV. Because the people that was inside the room with it, with Kanika Jenkins, that was on Facebook Live, they did an interview with Zack TV. Why wouldn't you do an interview? Do you have something to hide? So he say, okay, I agree. After 2 or 3 days, he's like, okay, I'll do it. Then when it was time for the interview, he stopped answering his phone, stopped replying to text messages. I sent him an email. It's crazy. I did conduct an interview with a manager of the hotel. His shift was 11 to 7 at night as well. That's kind of weird. His interview is kind of weird. Like, he was basically ducking my questions. I asked him something, he'll try to reiterate it. You know what I'm saying? That furthermore shows me you guys have something to hide. Like, why aren't you giving me any straight answers? Like, what's up? What's going on?
See, okay, now we're finna get down. Oh, we're finna cut this thing, y'all. We're finna cut this thing tonight. Now, just like Zack just said, he interviewed the security guard. No, he was about to interview the security guard. He interviewed the manager. During the manager interview, he started acting. We can just imagine how he was acting. We can only imagine because they had so much that they were trying to cover up. These people was giving out money, making people sign confidentiality slips. So what we just heard Zack say, he gave them 2 interviews. And then we can later remember that Zack got pissed off at one time. He was just going to release it without their consent. And then shortly after that, he was killed. They still ain't got nobody for that case. He didn't get a chance to release the tapes. But he made a statement that he was. And we all can recall that Rosemont police, they wanted that footage he was talking about so bad.
I was in New York, take care of some business with some labels and artists out there. I flew back to Chicago that Tuesday, but Sunday night, or was it Monday morning, still in New York. I put a tweet out and I said,
so
yo,
bad.
Zack TV gonna take over the Kanika Jenkins case, and I'm gonna give y'all the real answers, because everybody was like, the police isn't doing anything. What the bam? So
they wanted that Irene interview and the rest of them interviews that he done. Look what they did to him.
I'm like, I'm gonna take over the case. When I got back to Chicago on Monday night, like Tuesday morning, my house was broken into. All my camera equipment was like taken and shit like that. The laptop, everything was taken. And a lot of people was like, yo, and this shit never happened before. Like, I deal with this shit all the time. I go out of town every fucking week. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of people was like, yo, somebody broke in your house because you said you was going to take the case or whatever. Then I started receiving all type of death threats, emails, calls. Like, I did a live talking about it. It's just like at probably 50K. Somebody was like, yo, stay with the rappers. Don't stick your nose in other people's business. All type of shit.
Zack was good. The man has started his own business. He was doing his thing. He was supporting people with their dreams, in their career, as far as the music industry. And then he took on this case. And then he got killed. You heard him say, they called him and told him, this out of your realm. Mind your business. Oh, it finna get thick. It finna get deep. We already proved that Irene done been lying. Irene almost had us. She almost had us. She almost had us. I'm working on something far as Irene as we speak. But here go the proof, y'all, that the Crown Plaza was paying people money that night and afterwards to keep their mouth shut. Check this out.
It's a lot of crazy shit with this case that they don't want us to know about. Was I offered money? Plenty of fucking times. All the time. Yo, keep your mouth closed. Don't worry about this. Finish dealing with rappers. All the time. It's not about the money. It's really not. Because I personally want to know what really happened with Kenneka Jenkins. Us to know about. Was I offered money? They don't want us to know about. Was I offered money? Plenty of fucking times. All the time. Yo, keep your mouth closed. Don't worry about this. Finish dealing with rappers. All the time. It's not about the money. It's really not. Because I personally want to know what really happened with Kenneka Jenkins. You know, and if you take money, the case is over.
Y'all heard what he just said? They offered him $11,000. Then they offered this man thousands to shut up. He wouldn't do it, so he got killed. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. That's what happened. That's what we saw. We witnessed that. I don't care what city you're in, what state. If you was tuned in to the Kenneka Jenkins case, that's what you witnessed. I personally believe that they killed Zack to let everybody know that's involved in that case, especially the ones that attend Irene's birthday party, quote unquote. Everybody that's involved in the case, that was a message to them. Why you think they so quiet? It's 2 years later and ain't nobody said a damn thing. Even if they was thinking about talking, when Zack got killed, that was some reassurance. Y'all better shut the hell up like y'all agreed to do. And to shut up like we paid y'all to do. That's what happened. If they willing to pay Zack all that money, you can just imagine who got paid. We already know Andrew Holmes got paid from the jump. That's why he got on the news and said he saw the footage. How in the hell they gonna show a random person the footage and don't show the mother? How that work? We're gonna show this guy that said he fighting for the community. Oh, we're gonna show him the very important piece of footage, but we ain't gonna show the mother. That don't even make sense. That don't make sense. But this coon come out and say, "Oh yeah, I saw the footage." Man, get your lying ass out of here. We heard what Zack just said. They offer him that money.
You understand what I'm saying? If they say, if you accept money, I don't know who accepted money. Don't ask me if the mother took money. I don't know. Shout out to the mother. She going through her situation. I don't wish no death or harm on anyone. I don't know if she took money. I know I was offered money, $11,000 first time, $14,000. It was getting like.
See, y'all just heard me say earlier, this is a $1 billion company. It wasn't nothing for them to offer him 11,000, then 14,000. It wasn't nothing for them to give. What I say this morning, it wasn't nothing for them to give Irene, them, all them, it wasn't nothing. Even if they gave, it's supposed to have been 30 people at the party. It wasn't nothing for them to give all 30 of them party goers $5,000, $10,000. It wasn't nothing. And then sign a confidentiality slip.
It's like the more the case get popular, the how can I say it? The popular the case. You understand what I'm saying? If they say, if you accept money, but all the time, it's not. Yo, keep your mouth closed. Don't worry. I offer money, plenty of fucking time. They don't want us to know about. Was I offered money? Plenty of fucking times. All the time. Yo, keep your mouth closed. Don't worry about this. Finish dealing with rappers. All the time. It's not about the money. It's really not, because I personally want to know what really happened with Kenneka Jenkins. You know, and if you take money, the case is over. You understand what I'm saying? If they say, if you accept money, I don't know who accepted it. Don't ask me if the mother took money. I don't know. Shout out to the mother. She going through her situation. I don't wish no death or harm on anyone. I don't know if she took money. I know I was offered money, $11,000 first time, $14,000. It was getting like, it's like the more the case get popular, the how can I say it? The popular the case gets, like the more money is being offered to. It's hush money. Shut up. I don't care about the money. I don't want the money. So I'm still working on the case.
Bam. What I just say? Why else would they give out money? To shut up. Y'all think I'm playing? Y'all think I'm playing? What I say? Go back to the old footage. To let you know that Zack was telling the truth, which we already know. But to let you know he was telling the truth, do y'all remember this?
But I have been approached for me to stop protesting. And I turned it down because I will not be bought. I would not be brought by anything. I would not be brought, and I would not be sold out. I would not sell my people out for nothing.
That's right there to let you know that Zack was telling the truth. We already knew. We already knew Jamal took the payout. That's how he got the center on the south side of Chicago on 79th Street. How in the hell he pop up with a whole community center? He couldn't even hustle up on that. Well, moving in on families during the time of their tragedy, a lot of them advocates, that is a hustle to them. They catching families in their darkest moments during the tragedy, and they move in, so-called help them, and then when the payout come, they want a piece. They not sincere. Why you think? I don't even have to say it. I think that everybody in this chat, everybody that's watching this video is intelligent enough to know. They try to get in where they fit in at anybody's expense. Now here go the proof.
Right now, Irene Roberts' family, her mother and her father, literally, they told me don't release it yet. So it's a lot of shit I would have been released. I can't. You understand what I'm saying? Even my attorneys told me do not release it yet until the police put out their the autopsy report and say she was found dead because of this or that.
Now, some of y'all saying, well, DeMarco, how's that proof? Here's how it's proof. Like I just said about 5 minutes ago, why in the hell would you give Zack an interview and then pull back? Y'all heard Zack just say, Irene's mother and father asked him, do not release the footage. Man, what? The whole purpose of doing the interview is to clear your name, to prove your innocence. Man, I want you to put that shit out just as fast as we done doing the interview. Put that shit out. We heard her say that's what she do. She go live. Man, get that information out. Let me prove I ain't had nothing to do with that. She couldn't do it. She signed that confidentiality slip and took the money. Rest in peace to the brother Zack. Some of y'all may remember. Some of y'all might not know. This is going to be the first time y'all even hear it. There's only one reason, and one reason only, Zack released that Irene video. And here's the reason.
To get an interview with you. I'm saying y'all working on the case. Like, what you mean y'all working on the case? Like, what? Because the case closed already, big dog. Nah, it's gonna be open back up, big dog. All right, I'm saying, what y'all doing? What y'all say y'all working on the case? Like,
we're working with an organization, and the name of the organization is Team Justice, and we working with a federal government. And the case is about to be opened back up. We want to get an interview with you.
Okay, the interview concerning what?
The interview that you did on Irene.
You gotta be more specific. Okay, I do.
We want to interview brother. Look, let me explain something to you. We're a different kind of organization. We're probably the type of organization that you never saw before. What we want to do with you, we want to have an interview with you about the interview that you did with Irene.
Okay.
Trust me, when I say that we're the type of organization that you probably never saw before, trust me, it's true. So what we want to do is see if you would sit down with one of our representatives and have an interview about the interview that you did with Irene Roberts.
All right, y'all got an Instagram?
No, we don't have an Instagram. We're not on social media. We don't have a social media, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. We're not on social media anywhere. So we're located in Chicago. Would you like us to come to the hundreds? Where you by Argyle Gardens?
No, I'm not by the car.
I know that's where you usually be at.
No, I live downtown.
Zack, this is a serious situation, man. We're not trying to listen. We're from Chicago, brother. We know everything about you. We're trying to get you willingly to sit down and talk to us about this case.
All right, well, look.
From the statement I just made, I know you appear to be a smart guy. From the statement that I just made to you, to tell you that what I'm saying is true.
Well, actually, Sunday, you're going to Black Friday. When I get in the car, I'll call your phone back. All right?
That's fine.
All right.
Now, ain't nothing else to say behind that. Y'all know who that was talking to Zack. Ain't no time for no playing around. When we lost Kanika, that wasn't just Teresa Martin kid. That was all of our kids. That could have been any one of our kids. Y'all know how we do it. One love. Peace. I'm up out of here.